Hello, welcome everyone to our next video about Yocto project. First, brief recap of what have we learned in the last video. We learned about Yocto project and its brief history. We also learned about main components of Yocto and advantages of using Yocto project. Now, what will we learn in this video? We will learn about different core components of Yocto. We will see what is the difference between recipe and layer, and we will download the Poky source tree and we'll go through its directory structure. Basically, there are three main components of Yocto: Bitbake, OE Core, and Poky. Bitbake is the build engine of Yocto. It is the task scheduler similar to GNU Make. It interprets configuration files and recipes to perform a set of tasks to be run in parallel, to download, configure, and build specified application and file system images. Open Embedded Core is a set of recipes, layers, and classes which are shared between all Open Embedded based systems. Now the third main component is Poky. Poky is the Yocto project reference system and is composed of collection of tools and metadata. It is platform independent and performs cross-compiling using Bitbake tool, Open Embedded Core, and a default set of metadata. The main objective of Poky is to provide all the features an embedded developer needs. So these are the three core components of Yocto project. I was using the word recipe and layer in previous slides. I promise you that I will tell you the difference later. Now it is the time to learn about it. If I have to summarize in simple words, recipes describe how to fetch, configure, compile applications and images. That's it. They have a specific syntax. Like below, I just put a screenshot of a simple example. We will learn more about recipe syntax in later videos. While layers are sets of recipes matching a common purpose. Layers are logically separated and have a different purposes. For example, BSP layer, middleware or application layers, graphics user interface layer, distribution layers. So these are the logically separated entities. I hope now the difference is clear between these two terms. So Yocto project provides a common base of tools and layers, on top of which custom and specific layers are added depending on your target, on your needs, what you want to do. The main required element is Poky, the reference system which includes Open Embedded Core. You can add other tools, but those are optionals and it can be useful in some cases. But like the Poky is the must, and then you can add other tools there. So now let's download the Poky source tree. You can download the Poky source tree from the link mentioned in the slide, and you can go select any branch. I just selected the sim branch DZ. When you will download the Poky reference system, you will see that the directory structure will be something similar to like that shown in the slide. In the next slides, I will go through all these folders and the directory structure, so you can also get familiarized what is inside the Poky source tree. So first, Bitbake folder holds all the scripts used by the Bitbake command. It usually matches the stable release of the Bitbake project. Documentation folder contains all the documentation sources for the Yocto project. It can be used to generate PDFs. Meta folder contains the Open Embedded Core metadata. And Meta Skeleton folder contains template recipes for PSP and kernel development. More about Poky directory structure. Meta Poky folder holds the configuration for the Poky reference distribution, while Meta Yocto BSP folder contains configuration for the Yocto project reference hardware board's support package. License folder has the license under which Poky is distributed. It can be mix of different license versions. OE init build environment, it's a script which contains the setup of the environment. It will create the build directory, and you can also pass some extra arguments to it, but by default, like you don't need to have to pass it. And this is important. You have to source this because it will change your environment variables. So, like in the next video, I will go through about into the build directory structure, different methods and conditions in Yocto. So I'm hopeful that I will see you guys in our next video. Thank you, everyone.